So there is a story this morning from Shams Charania and Jovan Abuha. Very good reporters, very respected guys at The Athletic. Don't know Jovan, no Shams. They're both really good. So there's currently a deepening disconnect between Darvin Ham and the Lakers locker room. 6 sources with direct knowledge. That's some players. There's in question now Darvin Ham standing with the team. There's a kind of a disjointed nature between the team, the coach, the players, weird rotations. We've talked about this. Austin Reeves not getting the minutes. The starting lineups are odd. So I thought Darvin Ham had a great rookie year as a head coach, but LeBron is demanding, is one of the smartest players ever. And if he doesn't like the coach gets heat. I would say this about Darvin Ham. And the Lakers. Even last year with old LeBron, this team was barely above 500 in the regular season. They were bad last year through 35 games, and they're bad this year. So any roster led by LeBron in year 21 and an inconsistent and brittle AD, at least offensively, you're not going to be a juggernaut in the regular season. Youth and depth is the key to regular seasons. Sacramento, Indiana, Oklahoma City, Orlando Magic. Lakers have an 8-man rotation. Last night, they didn't have a point guard, and they have a lot of overlapping players. Last night, by the way, in a semi-related story, the youth and depth of the Pacers once again beat old Milwaukee. Not the beer, the team. The Pacers' youth and depth, they had 59 points from their bench. Indiana's a great regular season team. By the way, OKC's got depth. They keep beating the Denver Nuggets in the regular season. They're not beating them in May. They're not beating them in June. In the Western Conference Finals, an OKC could get there. Who you taking? I'm taking Denver. I'm taking the experience with an average bench. So Indiana, Sacramento, Oklahoma City. These teams are built for the regular season. Plus, those teams haven't won anything, so they care more. This is an old team. AD's got the ring in the bag and the legacy. LeBron's got the rings, the bags, and the legacies. All right, like this is not what they're built for. Now, and when LeBron is infrequently off, last night he had a bad game. He gets those. He couldn't hit a 3-0 for 6, 6 for 18 overall. So the Lakers couldn't hit. Miami late in the game did hit. But I will tell you this. The Lakers are a sprinter, not a marathon runner. So they were very good in the one-and-done series, the in-tournament thing, where every game felt like it was crucial. That was like the playoffs in season. Right? It kind of had a March Madness feel. You had to win the games. They changed the court. Lakers were very good in that. I think they finished 7-0, 8-0, something like that. And I think they'll be a very good playoff team. They got to the Western Conference Finals last year and were lousy at this point. So I think they need a trade. I think they need more athleticism on the wing. I'm not a Zach LaVine fan, but I think he fits here. I could do something like that. But the Darvin Ham piece, which broke this morning, this means LeBron's unhappy. And by the way, in the NFL, Tom Brady was unhappy with Belichick many times. Much harder to get a coach fired. When Tom had struggles with Bruce Arians, Bruce moved upstairs. So in the NFL, you don't have that power. In the NBA, you do. And if LeBron's unhappy, the coach is in trouble. That's how I see it. This is noteworthy. 0 New England Patriot players were selected for the Pro Bowl. That's almost hard to do. For the first time in 23 years. 0. Bill Belichick controls personnel. Monday, reportedly, Robert Kraft is going to have a big meeting with Bill. So if you keep him or he gets another head job, you cannot give Belichick any personnel power. Period. This New England roster, this New England staff, this New England current culture, there's more leaks than a bad White House. It's not very good. So what we know with more data, and I argue this all the time. I don't understand people. I take great pride in my ability, and J-Mac's ability is one of the reasons we get along, to just evolve. New data, new opinion. I don't stay with any opinion if I have new data. There is new data on Belichick. He is a great defensive coach who has the ability to win big with one great quarterback, the best ever, Tom Brady. That's all his resume says. He could not win in Cleveland, and he doesn't win in New England without Brady. He is just a great defensive coach in an offensive pivoting league that has an absolute ceiling and is garbage in personnel mostly. Last year's draft I thought was the strangest I'd ever seen. 3 guards and 2 kickers for a team that's slow. I like their first pick and not much else. So I think you have to get him out of personnel. If he would not comply with that, I'd move on and go hire Ben Johnson, somebody. But I think they need to control, alt, delete the franchise, in my opinion, reboot it, go young, progressive, offensive. I don't think the personnel department's nearly as good as other places in the league, like the Rams and the Packers. Look at what Green Bay has done the last 2 years, drafting skill players. It's remarkable. Look at what Pittsburgh's done for 10 years, drafting tight ends and wide receivers and back. Remarkable, and Pittsburgh's a defensive culture. The Steelers, tight ends, running backs, receivers, the Packers. Last 2 years for the Packers, they have 4 receivers I like. 2 tight ends, I love them both. New England, no Pro Bowlers. So that is a big Monday meeting. You know where I stand on that. I do not fall in love. I'm not a sports romantic. I'm not a traditionalist. I don't give a rip what you did 4 years ago. I don't care. I'm not interested. New data, new opinions.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.